Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to provide you with an updated review about the Redgrass Gaming painting handle, the 361, this one. And they have recently added these little XL caps, the swappable XL caps, to their portfolio, as well as the pinning corks from RGG Painting. And you get these in sets of 4 for approximately €9 each, depending on your local vendor. Might be a little bit cheaper, but I found them usually quite stable in pricing. So 4 of these, 4 of these, 1 of this, and you can of course still buy the smaller standard caps, which also they come in packs of 4, so the same pricing of €9. So this is quite an investment at the beginning. The handle itself comes with putty cap for around €16. So you get something like this without the cork one for €16. And depending what your local gaming store has in stock, you either get this with this orange putty or the new one, which is around €3 with the grey putty, which is just an update of the old one. Honestly, I want to start with this one. So before you got this kind of orange pack, in addition, to the painting handle itself, this is also 15 grams. So now you get just like 2 and you have 1, but it's the same weight. So, but you don't have to rip it apart, and you just have like, I don't know, like, I think it's just a simple marketing trick now. Oh, I get 2, yeah, but it's the same 15 gram. So nonetheless, I personally found no difference between these two. So both are great, I have to say. The room temperature here is around 18 degrees. You see it's quite flexible still, but not too flexible. So honestly, no difference. Still, from my perspective, a great product. Of course, you can theoretically and also practically, I tried this, use the Patafix one, which is, if you put this together, way cheaper. But you have a much more softer material. It has still some good adhesive properties, but I have to say, after a while, and especially if you want to use it, and if color comes on top of it, it creates some really sticky, nasty stuff. And you have really issues to get this off your paint holder, and sometimes even off your model. I still use I think it's a blue tag, white tag called in English, but only for priming models, I have to say. But of course you can also use it here. You can also combine it. But yeah, honestly, it's €3 for pack, which is absolutely fine for the XL caps, and maybe you can get even, like, I would say, like, definitely 3 of the smaller caps covered with 1 set of putty, and that's okay, and it's reusable. And honestly, I have it now for a few years, and I still use the putty I have in the first batch. So I have not yet come to a point where I had to dispose something of it. This is an example. This is an extremely old putty. I just put it out of the drawer, and you see, yeah, it's getting a little bit harder. It's not so flexible anymore. But if I remove it from the cap, you see, it's really old. I have done this so many times now. But still, if you net this a little bit, bring it back in shape, it will still have the same adhesive capabilities as new putty to a certain extent, but absolutely fine and sufficient for holding your models. Look, this is, I think, now really 2 to 3 years old, heavily used, and if I put a miniature on top of it, it still holds pretty well. And that is something why I would definitely recommend it. Even if you use other paint holders besides the cork version, I would buy some of this putty. It's a good investment to keep your models secured and safe. So, coming to the update of their product range, I think I kickstarted these, so I was very excited, and now they are of course available in the regular store. And what they did, they changed the layout a little bit from the smaller roundish cap to something like that. So it's a little bit higher, it's higher, and it has this curvature here, and the surface is bigger. Although I have to say, you see this here, that it has I'll just try to remove the putty. They have, oh my gosh, you see how sticky this stuff is? They have this cavity here, and their cork inserts with the glue pad fit perfectly in here. Now, that's their purpose. So you can use it for the cork one, or you can use it with regular putty. But of course I tried, it's also fitting on the regular caps from Redgrass Gaming. The swappable caps you see here, packs of 4. They have also this kind of structured insert, and then you can also glue this on. Honestly, for the smaller ones, yeah, you can use it, and why not, but it's not making a huge difference for me. Coming to the design and the feel, I think this is what everybody is interested in. I personally really enjoy working with them. Matter of fact, it allows me, I don't know, I think I have some kind of bigger hands, but it allows me to rest my thumb, my pointing finger much more here on the side, and with the other thumb I have this kind of feel towards this little curved edge. For me, this is a very comfortable position with my hand size, and it gives me really control with the thumb. I'm not in the risk of like going over on the model, and I can gently turn it, and so the extended height is really beneficial. In comparison to the standard caps, you see there's a huge difference, and I have to angle my thumb. It's working fine. It's still a great paint holder, and I love this, and I use at least 15 or 20 of these to keep all my models stacked. So I'm just interchanging this, swapping it up. I have like 2 or 3 of these handles. They are also magnetic, you might know that. So you can, if you have, they're coming with these little metal plates, you can see here in the product description, and it's simply magnetic, so it can hold and stay still even if you use like a metal board or whatsoever. Nice little feature. Haven't really used it extensively because I was just usually have the painting handle itself lying around and then always sticking this on, but it's nice to have that your model is secured if you find a magnetic plate and solid stand. Great little detail. So honestly, bigger hands, definitely a go. Lovely. And again, this is a general feature, not really an update to the old ones. They have, it's not turning itself. So you have to turn it. Your model is not swirling around, which is really important for me. Especially if you lose the grip here and then you brush something and it would simply turn, this wouldn't be functional. So coming to the stability, if you really take care that you have a huge surface, and I mean this is not how's it called, rocket science, but of course if you have a huge sticky surface and similar attachment to a smaller one, of course it will hold much better. Simple like that. But usually we have models which have the same surface points you have to attach to it, so that is not making a difference. But just this like extended height, it feels more comfortable. I can paint for much longer without getting problems with my hands. Really comfortable one. I would definitely recommend using these if you have a little bit bigger hands. If you have really small hands, honestly I think they would even still work, but of course the smaller caps might be more relaxing for you. But honestly, from the size and the way it's designed, I cannot imagine that. Stability wise, putty, I've showed this in the past, really, I don't know, nobody's doing this, yeah? So it's not like really a stress test. I would never have a situation where I do something like that, and it still holds. Easy to detach. Another benefit is if you have models which are a little bit bigger in size and you do not have many attachment points, although with this model I might even consider pinning it. You have the problem that I cannot really put it somewhere and keep it stable, yeah, something like that. For the bigger cap size is really handy, because for models like this I can theoretically attach it like this and it gives me more stability. But of course this is a limitation. Really weird models like this, it's still difficult to attach. Yeah, this will hold for a while, but I can imagine this might topple over. Yeah, so you have to find a way to make this work. That's, I think, where their pinning corks come in handy. For pinning, I usually just use, I've done this quickly here, paper clips. This is they're usually, the bigger ones are usually 1 millimeter in diameter, so the standard 1 millimeter drill can can easily make use of the paper clip material, and you have enough straight parts to use it. This has been pushed in. I just use it like this, then I push the pin in, and then it's really stable and comfortable. So this might even work when I, for example, drill something in here. Now, something to consider. I do not use cork so often, even for smaller parts. I usually tend to use the putty and just put my smaller part on it like this. You usually have an attachment point, but sometimes you don't. If you go into really detailed, high quality painting, pinning is definitely the way to go. Very delicate parts, yeah, I mean, you always have a section which is connected to the glue, and if this is a section you have to paint, then of course you would have to go for and pin it. That's normal, of course. Yeah, so much for that. To give you a little, with these bigger Age of Sigmar models, I'm actually working on even this one. If you really attach it pretty much thoroughly to the base, really stable. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, nothing is coming off. And here, if they keep this centered, you see. So yeah, and again, yeah, very comfortable to work with. But I have to say, with these really huge models, it will eventually detach. It will take a while, and you feel this. It will slowly detach. But it really takes a while. But for now, very stable, very useful. And with these bigger models, the rotation, it will slowly rotate a little bit, just a little bit, but it will not swirl around. So even for bigger models, really a great system. Working, functional, love it. Well, no residues, also important for me. Working quite well. Simple system, great product. I can just give it a go buy it. My opinion is material is great. There are no seams or something which are disturbing your skin. It has a magnet. Turning is great. Cover is great, and the XL caps are really lovely to work with, as they increase the ergonomic, I don't know, like tenfold. I don't know. Really good. Just definitely a recommendation. If you want to get the whole set, you end up, you will have like the cost of approximately, again, €9 for the individual sets of the caps, 16 for the painting handle itself, magnetic plates like €5, pinning corks €5, putty €3. So you end up between 40 and €50, depending what you do. But this is just like a one-time investment, and then you can buy a few more caps later, smaller or bigger, a little bit more putty, and for batch painting, to have like all your miniatures you're actually painting on these caps. So yeah, go buy it. Definitely a recommendation. Great product.